Friends, Dr. Poonam Sambhaji here, and there are multiple questions which are being asked regarding corona and babies. The first question that was asked was, is this second wave more serious than the first wave which was last year, and if yes, then why? Number of people who are infected presently is really huge. A lot of children are also infected in this. Proportionately, the children affected in the first wave and the children affected in the second wave, if we compare, the second wave children affected are more. Okay, so second thing is that because of the laxity in following the safe distance, the use of mask and the sanitization and social gathering, avoiding of social gathering, all this has caused a mess and a huge increase in the number of cases, as well as there is a rapid spread of this virus. That is why this wave is a little bit different from the second wave. And yes, many of you must have been already aware of the newspaper readings which are coming up regarding the third wave, which is most probably anticipated in October. See, we have already done a mistake of we knew that second wave is coming up in April, May, June, but still people did not take the proper precautions. Now once this wave comes in control, please take proper precautions so that we try to avoid the third wave, because according to the predictions, the third wave is going to be a serious wave for our children, and children below 18 years are going to be affected more than anyone else. So please be careful, we do not want a third wave. The second question that was coming up was, how can I prevent coronavirus in my children? Is there any medication, any wonder medicines that I can give to the baby? So first and foremost, there are no wonder medicines which can prevent your child from getting coronavirus. The only thing is that the hand washing, the mask and the safe distance, avoiding of the public functions, avoiding of crowd, avoiding going to play outside. I know it's a little bit painstaking and difficult to advocate with children not to go outside to play, but yes, we have to do it for some extent. Now vaccines are available, but only for adults as of now. So remember, prevention in the child is basically hand wash, mask, prevention every time. Remember the SMS. Okay, the third question that was asked is, can we know whether fever in child is COVID or otherwise? No is the answer. For everyone, whether it is a common man or whether it is doctor, it is very difficult to know whether this fever is corona or this fever is not corona. So for any symptom, for whatever said and done, any fever with a cough and cold, any loose motions, any cold like symptoms, please consider it as corona and start your things, that is start isolating the person. Now in case he is a child, then you have to isolate with one of the parent. Okay, but in case he is an adult who is there in the house, please isolate the person in a room which is with separate toilet bathroom. Those houses with only single toilet bathroom, it is difficult to isolate those people. You will definitely end up infecting the other people. So that house should have two toilet bathrooms, with one toilet bathroom which is attached to the room in which the person is being isolated or the child is being isolated with the parent. The next question was, what are the common features of corona infection in children? Now the commonest infection in children are, I'm just I've made a list, so I'm reading it from there. It is cold, mild cough, fever, body pain, body ache are the most commonest symptoms of corona infection. In the second wave, we have been also noticing abnormal symptoms such as abdominal pain, loose motions, vomiting are also present. So any of these symptoms, please see that your antennas are ready and you are already thinking. First is the acceptance phase. We find most of the parents are in denial phase, like no, it can't be corona because she ate ice cream or he ate ice cream, he ate amla or he ate some fruit, and they will try to correlate it with that. Do not correlate it there. Plus, first think of corona, they start doing things like the corona style. Okay, we should call it a corona style now. Okay. Question number 5 is, when do we test the children for corona disease? Now there are three cases in which you are going to check. One is test if the members are already positive. Second, test if the child is symptomatic, and third is test if the fever continues beyond 3 days. Okay, now whatever I am reading is as per the recommendations given by Indian Academy of Pediatrics till April 2021. Now many of them ask me which test to do. Should we do RT-PCR, the antigen test, or the CT scan? So the RT-PCR is a preferred test. Now RT-PCR is the reverse transcription the polymerase chain reaction. There is also another test called PCR based NET test, that is nucleic acid amplification test, okay, which are preferred ones. The second is the rapid antigen test. If it is positive, it shows that the person is positive, but if it is negative, it has to be confirmed with the RT-PCR test. Now many people are asking about the CT scan. Should we do the CT scan? CT scan, you please do it only and only if your doctor is advising. Do not go for CT scan directly. The next question that is asked is, what may be the different situations in a family, how to manage them? Now this is the commonest question that is asked to me. So first is the mother and the child both are positive, okay. So mother and child, when both are positive, then both mother and child should be isolated together in one room until and unless the mother is seriously ill or cannot take care of the child. In case the mother is seriously ill, then another person has to take care of the baby, but with COVID appropriate behavior, that is with proper mask, sanitization, wearing of a PPE kit and the shield and all that stuff, okay, even the gloves. The second scenario, now this is asked by multiple parents, okay. Second scenario, mother is positive and child is negative. Now in this case also, even if the mother is positive and the child is negative, the mother is the first person who is going to take care of the baby until and unless the mother is serious. Now if mother is serious and is in hospital, then it is a different case. Then someone else will have to take care the way I told in the first scenario. Now in this case, wherein the mother is negative and the baby is positive, the mother can wear the COVID appropriate behavior, that is she can wear the head shield, the mask, the hand gloves, wear some coat like the way I am wearing this thing, pullover. So this is basically a pullover with a tie at the back. So you can have a pullover this way, which can be removed and washed later on, okay. She has to follow the SMS, that is the sanitization, the mask and the social distancing, okay. Then child is positive and the parents are negative. Now in this case, still the parents can take care of the child, because we cannot tell the parents to stay away from the child or the child to be separated from the parents. So the parents can take care of the child with the COVID appropriate behavior. Now if both the parents are negative, then they can also take turns, like 6 hours one parent takes the care, the 6 hours another parent takes the child, so that they also get a break in between. This can be done both in the hospital setup as well as the non-hospital setup, that is at home. Now in hospital setup, many of the hospitals tell only one person to stay, so it will go according to the hospital policy. Second is avoid leaving the COVID suspect child, that both the parents are positive and the baby is negative. Avoid leaving this child with your grandparents, because there are high chances this child may come positive, and if he comes positive, then the grandparents are at a very high risk of getting infected and getting problems later on in with the COVID, okay, because COVID can be a very, very fierce in grandparents. Next is mask necessary to be worn by children? Now yes, mask is also necessary to be worn by children now more than 2 years. However, they can tolerate, please see to it that they wear mask. Less than 2 years, we do not allow them to wear mask, or we do not advise them, because they cannot wear, they usually put it in the mouth, they will start sucking on it, okay. So that's why we tell not to wear the mask in below 2 years of age, okay. But above 2 years of age, you can put the child into practice of wearing mask, the small mask you buy, okay. Then can children become serious with corona infection? Now a small proportion of children have become serious with the corona infection. More than 60 to 70% of children have improved without much difficulty, but 1 to 2% of children have required ICU admissions, and especially those which are with the comorbid condition, okay. Which children are at risk of serious disease? Now those children who are having underlying comorbid condition like kidney problem, heart problem, lung problem, immunity problem, then some intestinal problems, or are on immunosuppressive treatment for cancers or blood cancers or any other type of cancers, then they are at very high risk of getting COVID. Next is how to take advice about my COVID positive child. Now this is a very, very important question with many parents asking me. Now remember, teleconsult is the best way of taking advice for your COVID positive child, because this decreases your hassle of traveling to the clinic. It decreases the risk of spreading the disease to others, okay. And you will get a very good advice even on teleconsultation. The proper prescriptions will also come to you. Your doctor will definitely help you out with this, okay. Also access authentic information online, because many of them are going online. The authentic information you will get on Indian Academy of Pediatrics website, which is iapindia.org. I'm writing it here. Also WHO, AIMS and PGI websites. Please see to it that you go to this website instead of just going anywhere on online. Okay, if any seriousness is perceived, then a doctor should see the baby who are in a proper COVID center. So go to them. What is the home remedy that I can use in my child, okay, for COVID? Now, first and foremost, record the temperature of the child every 6 hours with a digital thermometer. I have made separate videos on this, which are there on any of my social handles, especially on YouTube. I think I have made a COVID series, so please see to it, you see that. You check your temperatures with the thermometer. If it is more than 100, then give paracetamol. The dosage is according to the weight of the baby or the age of the baby, which is written on the bottle itself. Give plenty of fluids, give very good diet, and many of the parents ask me, he is not eating, what should I do? If he is not eating, see to it that your baby drinks semi-liquid things or semi-solid things or liquid things a lot, okay, instead of forcing the child to eat. They may drink a lot. Maintain the hygiene, and yes, maintain lot of, again, SMS, the safe distance, mask and the sanitization, avoid the gatherings or social distancing. You may give vitamin C tablets, the zinc syrup to boost their immunity or over health and immunity to say, okay. 13th question is, what about medicines such as azithromycin, ivermectin, doxycycline, the HCQs, the hydroxychloroquine, the Ayurvedic and the homeopathy, etc. Now, there is no specific evidence which is in using these drugs on a regular basis. If the child is serious, then the doctor who is treating the patient under such circumstances will decide which medicines to be used. Please do not start them often just because your neighbor has told you or someone else has told you. Only if your doctor tells you, please start it. How do I consider that my child is becoming serious? Now, it is very important to monitor the child at home. So, the various signs that you should see, now I am reading through my notes, okay. It is high fever which is lasting for more than 3 to 4 to 5 days, okay. Decrease in oral intake in the child becoming lethargic, increase in the respiratory rate according to the age of the child. So, the respiratory rate, like a baby who is born till 2 months of age, if the respiratory rate is more than 60, it is worrisome. 2 months to 2 years of age, if the respiratory rate is more than 50, it is worrisome. And 2 years and above, if the respiratory rate is more than 40, it is worrisome. You need to show your doctor or the COVID center doctor, okay. Then oxygen saturations which are dropping below 95 at home, ensure that you are using a proper way of recording the saturation, okay. For this, please refer to my videos on how to check temperature in babies. 15th question, my child is having chronic disease. Do I continue his steroid or other treatment? Those children who are under chronic treatment will continue the treatment as advised by their doctor. Do not stop it. At the same time, please take advice of your doctor who is treating your COVID, who is treating your chronic condition. Number 16 question is, doctor, we heard about steroids, favipiravir, remdesivir, etc. Do we use them in children? These are of limited use or limited utility, so you should not use them on your own. So far, these are used only in those wherein dire need was there. Otherwise, they are not being used. Multiple questions on this. I am breastfeeding. Can I take the COVID vaccine? I have made an entire video on this, which is on my YouTube channel, Dr. Poonam's Vlog. Please take the trouble of going to my YouTube channel, Dr. Poonam's Vlog, and seeing this video in total. You will get full answer. As of now, Government of India doesn't advise it, okay, but there is an entire other recommendations that I have told in that video. My child has tested positive 1 week ago. He is due for his vaccine after 2 weeks. How do I go about? Now, the routine immunization can be continued 2 weeks after the child is asymptomatic from the COVID. So, all these symptoms have gone and 2 weeks has passed away. Then you go for your routine immunization. If the child needs some higher medications such as, doses of steroid or any other immunosuppressive drugs which are given during the admission, then you have to wait for, or plasma therapy is given, then you have to wait for 90 days after the medication or 3 months after the medication. Now, this whole video I have made, the full credit goes to Indian Academy of Pediatrics, the guidelines for the parents, coronavirus disease 2019 in children, information for parents as on 25th of April 2021. Thank you for listening to me, and do follow Dr. Poonam's Vlog everywhere. I am Dr. Poonam Sambhaji signing off for now. Bye-bye.